Hey fish friends, today's the day. I gotta quit putting it off. I need to start this 75-gallon fish tank. I've had some things going on in my life. One of them, I had my father pass away in February, so that kind of put a hold on it for me, because I just, it's something that I was proud of doing, and I wanted him to be here to do it with me and to give me input. But so now I'm just decided today, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I enjoy it, and I find pleasure in doing a fish tank and looking at my fish. And so yeah, so I'm gonna do this for myself and take you along with me. So I laid everything out. This is everything that I've gotten for the fish tank. I've gone over a few things with you already about the wood. I have the rocks, they've been boiled and scrubbed. I have my sand, and I've got my substrate. I've talked about that a little bit as well. So I think I'm ready to just go in and start putting this together. I'd say I'm terrified of ladders. I'm completely terrified. Here I'm starting with this nutrient-rich substrate first. I'm going to put that down the bottom, and everything is going to be kind of mounted up in the back because that's where all the plants are going to be. This is called biosubstrate. It says has live nitrifying, that's hard to say, bacteria seeded aquarium substrate. So it has live bacteria to convert ammonia to nitrates. It can be used, says it can be used primarily as a substrate. You can use it alone, or you can mix it with something else. So I'm going to mix it with something else. You can see what it looks like up close. And here I am topping up with another nutrient-rich substrate. It's probably overkill, but I wanted to use it. And I'm trying to figure out the best placement for the wood. I didn't know if I should put it in now or if I should put it in when the sand is in. Okay, so I'm glad I wasn't filming that. I actually dumped the bag in. So again, beginner here. I'll cover this all up with another bag in a minute, but I got plenty of it. So I'm trying to figure out placement on this wood. I ended up not even using that first piece that I put in there. Even though it's a beautiful piece, maybe I'll use it on a different build. A vision in my mind of the wood kind of being slightly upright on some rocks, and then some pieces kind of sticking up even higher. So that was what I was trying to accomplish. I think I did okay. If I find some other wood that's more twiggy, I might even add that later on. Here's just some quick pictures of what I ended up with. This was all, again, before it started to float. I'm putting some more sand in towards the front. It's higher in the back, obviously, than it is in the front. And I just like to put some of the sand kind of going over the rocks, over some of the wood, because I think it has a more natural look, as if you're looking into a riverbed. And these rocks and this wood has been sitting there for a long time. I want to leave a good amount here, I think. I don't know. Don't have a comment. And, this is too much, or maybe not enough. I definitely have what I call the too much gene, where you kind of go overboard. Okay, so I've got lots of different rocks. Not lots, but I've got some quartz and then some other rocks I've used in past builds. And I want to try to use one. Some of these rocks I've gotten from my yard. My parents have collected rocks over the years. And those big quartz rocks actually came from Oklahoma. So I have different sized stones. These are the big ones that I've been putting in there. I've got even smaller scatter gravel here, slightly larger, and then a little larger. So I think I'm going to start with this one first, sprinkle some of these around, then a little bit of this, and then these. These may actually kind of be close to the same size, but I really like this. This is what I have in my other tanks. I'll show you. All right, so I'm trying to show you here, but it's very dirty, but you can see the different size gravel in here. On this side, sorry, I'm trying to, so you can see, again, different size gravel. I love this. And this is even a better shot right here. You can, again, see that lovely rock with that black and white striation on it. You got some slightly larger rocks, different colors, and then scatter gravel all around. This tank, though, does have a layer of rocks over the whole thing, very small, fine rocks over all the substrate, because I didn't use sand in this one. You obviously, look, the fish love it. They're great. So this is where I am at right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and put water in it, and yeah, I think I'll do that because I want to plant the tank. Sorry, plant the Amazon sword, I think, while there's water in it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, don't mind the mess around me, but I had to come in here where there's light. This is the Owazi Biomaster 2 350 Pro. Okay, so this was inside there. So this was in here. So whenever you get ready to clean out your filter, you don't take necessarily the whole thing apart. You can just check this first, from what I understand. Again, I'm a newbie here, so hopefully that's how that works. Now I did get a heater as well for this, and it goes right in here. I think this pushes down in there. I hope that's how that works. Of course, you know, I don't like to read directions. Feels like that's how it works. Let me show you real quick. Here, let's see that. I have it set for 76 right now. I may need to raise it later, but yep, I'm just gonna set it back in there. Okay, so this is the piping, inlet and outlet. This is where I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna read the directions on this one, because I don't wanna F this up. Because this is making me feel a little anxious about this. Okay, directions time.
Oh, there, I lost it. There we go.
Push it on as far as you can. All right, hey fish friends, here it is. So I've got all the sand in, I've got the scatter gravel, I've got my wood, the rocks. Moment of truth, we're gonna see if anything floats. I have the Owazi filter in place. My son Clay helped me put the tubing in. That obviously is not plugged in yet. We're gonna fill this up first. We'll pump that. It should make the water flow from here down into it and then come back out through there. Cross our fingers, hope we did it right. Again, we're beginners. This is gonna take probably an hour or more to fill up. But I wanna go slow because this said it was pre-washed sand, but you never know. I have a feeling if we're gonna fill it up, it's gonna be cloudy. I may have to do some water changes in the next week or so. But look at that quartz. It is beautiful. Look at the rocks. I told you about the striation, yeah. Maybe. And those other rocks there. It's great. I'm gonna take the water on it. The sand was actually pre-washed and it did turn out really clear. My water has been very clear as I'm doing these water top-offs. All right, you can see where the wood starts to float. So it did float. We go in a little bit and put some large rocks on top of it. But then even that starts to shift, so we have to think of something else to do. It's day 2. We had a little bit of an accident yesterday where we had water spewing out, so now we're gonna see what happens. Are you ready? I'll stick that in there. Lock that one.
Oh, you have to do that one first, right?
Yeah, and then I can do this one. There it goes. I hear it.
I have water. Oh.
Anything spewing out?
Nope, we're safe this time.
Look, we thought we were safe last time too. That's normal, that's air bubbles coming through there.
Yeah. Little tiny bubbles.
There it goes, it started going clear, you see it?
It was aerated too much.
Well, there's air in there.
See that? Well, oh yeah, of course, yeah. There we go.
Okay, as you can see, it floats. That's our next problem to figure out. It's gonna float. But at least it's going. Let's get it going. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna condition the water or anything. You can see where it was stagnant on here. Stuff's floating around. That'll be taken care of soon enough. Hey guys, so what you see here is I'm emptying out some of the water right now. We're gonna probably go down around here. And I'm going to take out these big rocks and I'm gonna figure out a way to zip tie some of the big rocks onto the wood, so hopefully that'll anchor it down. Okay, fish friends, so what I did was I zip tied some of the larger rocks to the wood, including that backs piece, and then this little thin wood is zip tied to the other wood. I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't work, it's back to the drawing board. So we're gonna try filling it up again. Film us zip tying the rocks to the wood and then placing this into the tank. I probably should have, because it was quite funny and it was a lot of nerves from both myself and my son. We were both hollering at each other to be careful. We were so afraid we were going to drop the rocks and they were going to break the glass. You'll see us hovering on the sides because while this was going, we just stood right next to it the whole time, waiting to see if anything was going to float. Hey fish friends, that was nerve-wracking. We had to stop because of the back log started to shift and it made this front log rise up. So we went and got a big rock, stuck it on there. Hopefully that will stay down. We're very worried about it rolling off, hitting the front glass, hitting the back glass, but I think we've got it wedged pretty well. We did the tap test they always say to do. If the rock moves, everything moves. Nothing's moving. This is the piece I think that was causing the problem. Now I would have just unzip tied it, honestly. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the pump back on. Look at that, look at the air coming out. See it? I actually dug this quartz up out of the ground in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Don't tell anybody. My dad's the one that told me to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna use some API Aqua Essentials. This is the all-in-one concentrated aquarium water conditioner. So we're gonna have whatever the directions say on there, follow the directions. Here's the tank after about 24 hours. You can see how the wood is lifted up slightly from that rock right there. It was resting on that, but so far the zip ties are holding, and it seems like that was a pretty good idea. I think I read that online somewhere where somebody had suggested doing that, so it turned out really well. I love this angle right here. This is my favorite point of view, looking straight through that hollow log. I can't wait till eventually seeing the plecos in there and the fish swimming through there. This is taken at nighttime because I just love the shimmer and the effect it gives on the wall and the ceiling. This is at nighttime, like I said, so the lights are turning blue. You can see where some algae has started to grow on the wood there, which is a good thing to me. I'm like, let's get this stuff out of the way now. This is all part of the cycling process of the tank. So if you see this in your tank, don't be scared about it. Like I said, I'm a newbie at this, but I've read a lot and this is very normal. I put a scraper from my other tank in here and look at the algae on it that came with it. It's crazy. I eventually take this out. So here's the tank 7 days later. I went ahead and added the Vallisneria for my 20-gallon tank and the Amazon sword for my 20-gallon tank. Stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching, fish friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe.